Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome back to the next episode of Let's Answer Some Questions. As always, post questions below, and I'll answer them next week. Again, it's probably a stupid idea for me to doing this right at the moment, because my power supply is still all mangled and stuff, so it'll probably die mid doing this. But I've gotten it to last a while for the past few times, so who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. That I don't have that many questions or whatever. Um. You might be able to tell, but I've been kind of ill. I've put a bulletin on my channel, but I don't know. I know not everyone will read those, but I have been a bit ill. So even if I did have a power supply, I probably wouldn't be recording. So don't feel like you necessarily lost anything. Um, and I just want to I am alive, and I do want to record very very badly. I don't want to take the chance of my computer like dying midway through or whatever. So just know it's for the best. Um, and yeah. So, let's get started. Um, Master Mewtwo Alpha asks, who is your favorite villain in the entire Marvel universe? Um, that generally, that makes me think of a lot of villains. So, I'm just gonna say, that's a lot to pick from. I'm just going to say Venom, I guess, because I guess he is the first thing I think of. So, I'm gonna go with him because he's pretty cool. So yeah. Go Surehead 193 asks, "Hey, got any grapes?" I don't actually, but I do have this flavored water. Um, it is Clear American antioxidant, vitamin E, vitamin A, zinc, palm blue acai flavored, and it actually tastes amazing. It's like sparkling water. I've only taken like a one sip, but if heaven was incarnated into a liquid, this is what it tastes like. It actually tastes amazing. Oh my god. And it's so cold too. It's oh god. I might actually start drinking this a lot. I mean a lot. Like as a, this, because I drink a lot of Pepsi. This might actually become like my main thing because this actually tastes beautiful. This tastes beautiful. Danger Zone 125 asks, "How is it possible to upload videos longer than 15 minutes without being a partner? You seem to be able to." Um, Back in December of 2010, um, like December or November or some of that, um, there was like an update or some of that where certain people or basically I think like most people actually that like had a good number of videos uploaded um and like didn't have any strikes against their account, they basically just got the ability to upload more than 50 minutes. um so I could in theory upload like a 1 month long video, but as long as it's under 2 gigs I believe. um so that's pretty cool. I think for like new accounts they need to like kind of prove their worthiness or something like that by getting a couple good number of videos up and without getting flagged or some of that. But I think it just comes randomly really. As long as you don't have strikes. Um, one Rivera G1 asks, "What is the picture you use for your Let's Update videos?" That would be a picture of concept art for Liquid Snake from who is the main antagonist of Metal Gear Solid 1, which I have Let's Played, so go check that out if you want to, of course. Um, and he also asks, "Is there any game franchise or comic that hasn't already been made into a movie that you would think would make a good movie?" Um, I remember with a friend of mine back a while back, um, back in like middle school, um, coming up with like an idea of like a Ratchet and Clank movie that would be like animated or something like that, and we were like really get into it. Like we were like really ambitious, being like we're gonna make this one day, man. But sadly, obviously that didn't really happen. I guess we came up with other dreams and stuff. But Ratchet and Clank movie might be interesting. Um, but I guess like with a lot of video games, um, especially if you're gonna make an animated movie, um, you basically like end up kind of with a big just cutscene compilation. But I don't know. I'm sure you could do something pretty cool with it. But yeah, I guess Ratchet and Clank. The Deadly Gamer 3508 asks, "What's my favorite game of all time?" Um, which I cannot answer. I get asked this probably once every other Q&A video, and I just cannot answer it. I have no favorite game, so that is that. Stoned Princess asks, "Who was your favorite Resident Evil character and favorite villain?" Um, what if my favorite character is my favorite villain? Ooh, but I like Leon. He's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I think Leon. I don't know. Leon's really cool. I don't know. I like the idea, like this on this new up and coming police officer, first day on the job. Oh snap. Um, and I guess favorite villain. There's not really that many villains that I guess are there really that I can think of. There's Wesker, Tyrants, I guess, um, Alfred, um, like they've actually kicked quite a bit. Nemesis, um, William. That's five I can think of. Oh, and Mr. X from Resident Evil 2. I don't know, I like Mr. X actually. He he's so mysterious. He's actually I don't know. I kind of like that mysteriosity of him, but either Mr. X or Nemesis, I'd probably say. Mr. Zemnas121 asks, "If you were a president of the USA, which one would you be?" Um, as in like who? Well, am I most like? I guess is he trying to say? Um, well, number one, I would never be the president of the United States. Um, it's not for me. It's I would never run for a political office ever. Um, I don't want that power in my hands and stuff. But for the sake of the question, I think I might go with Thomas Jefferson. I have this kind of I do have like my ideals or whatever are very Jeffersonian, I guess, of pro republicanism, anti not anti anything, but really, but I do think the power should come from, if it has to come from anywhere, like ideally I'm an anarchist. I would prefer like no government at all, but if there had to be a government or whatever, I would want it to be a direct democracy. Um, I believe that the power should come from should be like elected and chosen by the people rather than some form of like her heredity or whatever. Um, like I am king because my father was or something like that. I guess Thomas Jefferson, maybe Lincoln. Um, my ideals would generally be to free everyone and whatever. Um, yeah, either Jefferson or Lincoln most likely. Um, and actually, the thing about Jefferson is though, I don't really know if I would want to like. I very much like the idea of the United States as being just like a rather small country, just like the 13 colonies. Like I don't know if I would really want to like do the whole westward expansion or whatever. I wouldn't bother dealing with that. Um, Dorian SV Games asks, "Did you play Gary's mod? If you did, what did you think of it?" I have played Gary's mod. There used to be a time where I used to go on it all the time. Um, play a lot of like, RP servers and build servers, all that stuff. And I do occasionally go on it every once in a while, but I'm gonna look for my how long I played it. 42 hours played. Um, yeah, it's a really fun game. Um, and I think it's quite good. Mr. Super Hot Rod asks, or Mr. Super Hot Rod 13 asks, would you be getting the PS Vita or the 3DS? Console Wars. Um, if some, if something happens and I can get both, I would want to do that. But if I had to go between one, it might be the Vita most likely because I don't know, just like the game lineup looks more interesting, I guess. Um, but I do want to try the 3DS out. Like I do want to see what the 3D's like. And I'm just gonna stop recording for a second just so I can like have like a checkpoint or whatever just in case my computer dies. Right. Okay then. Um, Carnivorous Films asks, you've probably been asked this before, but what does your LP setup look like? What kind of software and hardware do you utilize? And what would you recommend for someone on a budget looking to make LPs? My LP setup is actually one of the most amateurish, geeky looking things in the world. Um, basically, my computer, basically, I record in my room, I sit on my bed, um, on the end of my bed is a coffee table, which has a couple of bookcases, or not bookcases, a couple of books, um, because when I'm sitting on my bed, I'm very high up, and so to make my monitor high up, I actually have it set on a bunch of bookcases, books, um, and my keyboard's actually on a dictionary as well. Um, so my Let's Plays, if I can't think of a word, I'll just pull it out or whatever and look at something. Um, and yeah, my computer's over here, basically right beside the coffee table. Um, and on the same coffee table, I have like usually a can of Pepsi or water or some of that, or a glass of water. Um, maybe like a box of Cheez-It, because I'm a pretty big Cheez-It fan. Um, and that's that basically. Because I don't use hardware to record at all. It's all software means. Um, and for software, I use Fraps. Um, for whenever I can, I'll use Fraps. But if I can't use Fraps, then I'll go with Camtasia Studio. And for rendering, I use Sony Vegas. And also, I will also use the Camtasia renderer. Um, and that's actually what I've been using mainly recently. I just find it renders faster. Um, you hear that? You hear that? That's my friggin' opening the bottle of this drink, which is really good. Um, yeah, I find that the Camtasia renderers are faster, so I've been using that more. Um, to the point where the only thing I use Vegas for is to record and render my Q&A videos. So I'm using Vegas right now as we speak. Sony Vegas is recording my audio, so yeah. Yeah, I use Fraps for recording everything pretty much except for the games that I can't record, which I use with Camtasia, which is usually just like games like that are like on certain emulators that can't be recorded. So like Beneath a Steel Sky, I recorded with Camtasia, stuff like that. And most all of my Let's Plays that are done like of console games are done with emulators. Um, so yeah, and but most of the games I do actually own, so it's nothing illegal going on or anything. Um, and that's basically it really. Um, so like for someone on a budget, um, as in like you wouldn't if you're going on my hardware setup or whatever, you wouldn't. Oh, I would recommend an external hard drive. I think that is key. Um, Unless you've got like a massive internal hard drive, because Fraps takes up a lot of space, and so I would recommend like it just like saves you space and also s- keeps some speed because if you're recording to the same hard drive, it actually slows down your PC a bit. So yeah, um, but yeah, like there's like really no hardware that I've gotten solely for Let's Playing, um, except maybe like a gamepad or some of that. But like I don't use any hardware to record, so yeah. And Fraps, I'm not sure how much it costs. Um, nor am I aware of how much Camtasia costs. Um, if you want to go legally about it. Um, the Fraps, $37 Fraps is. So that's that. So good luck, I guess. That's really all the advice I can think of. Um, I'm not even sure yet if you have to buy Camtasia. Um, oh yeah, actually yeah, because I look it up and it's like Camtasia free. Um, it would be Camtasia Studio. Buy now. Oh God, apparently Camtasia Studio is $300. In case you can't tell, I will admit, um, certain software features or whatever I have gotten through maybe not the most legal means, but I have the noblest of causes, so yeah, good luck. And lastly, EJP 23100 asks, just asking, but have you ever went to college yet? I'm currently in college. I got an ulcer in my lip. I've got I'm currently in my sophomore year, so and I'm majoring in computer science and philosophy. Um, I might actually switch out of computer science because like as I go into it, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's pretty crazy stuff. Um, and I do possibly might want to switch something around. I'm actually very interested in learning Latin. So I might work something out where I could maybe minor in Latin or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So and I don't live on campus or anything. I live at home because the college is just about 20 minutes away. So thumbs up for that. Um, yeah, that's all the questions for this week. Um, hopefully, or by next week, I don't think I probably won't have the power supply by then. Really, I don't know. Because I think the first would be, I guess, if I order a new power supply, the first would be like when I would be able to do it. Because I think that's when I'll probably have a good amount of money, maybe. Um, but and so if I order it the first, that'll still be a couple days for it to get here. Um, and the first is Saturday, so Amazon wouldn't ship on weekends, so it'd be maybe 3 to 5 business days. So earliest I would get it would maybe like be like next Wednesday. Then I would take it in maybe. I don't know, maybe not this week coming up. Like maybe the Sunday coming up, I might not have it by then, but the Sunday after that, I should have it by then. Hopefully, maybe. Um, but who knows? Maybe I'll actually because I'm currently in talks with the people that made my current power supply to see if there's a warranty on it, and if so, I'll get this one replaced. So that'll be good. But yeah. Uh, I've been trying to render the last bit of the Snatcher videos, but my computer just dies every time I try to, basically. So yeah, um, hopefully I'll be back soon, fully and whatnot. But if not, hope you guys understand. And yeah, so see you guys next time, guys. And lastly, post questions below. I'll answer them next week or whenever. But Liquid out.